Eugene.
Never out of place.
One of the all-time greats, one of our favorites, man, is here. His son now over at Tulane. If you kept up with his recruiting was wild, man. He was one of the top quarterbacks in the state, really top athletes in the country. Ended up at Tulane, now a safety over there. Of course, was a five-star himself coming out of Destrehan, was a huge commit to LSU. LSU fought tooth and nail. I think they got Michigan. A commitment. Yeah, he was committed to Michigan and had him flipped late in the process. Turned out to be a great Tiger, as we said, played 51 games, was on the 07 National Championship squad, now a proud member of DBU, and obviously keeping up with the games. John, good morning. It's good to see you, my friend.
Hey, good morning, Jordy. Thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me this morning.
Absolutely. Real quick, how's Junior? I know he's on Tulane's campus right now.
He's doing great, man. He's enjoying the process, man, at Tulane. He loves it, doing great academically, man, and it's getting better. You know, this is his first time actually playing cornerback full time, so he's doing great, man. He loves it over there, man, and
portal's open.
They're having a pretty good start to the season, so he's enjoying it.
Yeah, let him know about that transfer portal and how it works. John, what do you see, man? You're a proud member, like I said, of DBU, and obviously people saw you on social media, and I think you were kind of airing out a lot of the feelings that people were experiencing while watching that game. But you wore the colors, you wore the helmet. What do you see?
I think it's a pride thing that I don't see a lot of guys are playing with pride or having a sense of urgency to dominate as a collective, especially on defense. I don't really speak about LSU offense because, one, they're doing a great job this season, and when playing defense at LSU, our main focus is to make sure we do our job. And when I was there and years before me, we took pride, our DBU, and we took pride as a defense, as a collective, of guys not scoring and guys not passing a 50. You know, I can tell you a ton of stories about the older guys when I first got to LSU. I don't know if you guys remember, we played Virginia Tech and we won like 42-7.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was like a week 2 game. And we were shutting them out.
Yeah.
And then they put the twos in, and I was part of that group. And the older guys like Stouts, Glenn Dorsey, those guys were heated at us because we gave up a touchdown. And it was just a standard that was set, and everybody brought into it. And playing with pride, it was the main thing, you know, and playing with the mindset of being dominant, that was the main thing for the defense in those eras.
Yeah.
And now I just see that, from my opinion, I don't see the sense of urgency of being dominant not only on the back end, but as a defense as a whole.
Yeah, what is the relationship of like DBU to the current program? It's such a prideful fraternity, man. I mean, growing up when we were in college, it was C. Webb, it was Travis Daniels, LaRon Landry, Jesse Daniels, all those dudes. And then I would see them hanging out with you guys in the offseason. What is the relationship of DBU? What's the frat like?
I'll tell you, be honest with the guys. But they just have to believe in it. It's a standard that was set, and I don't think they're playing up to that standard, you know. And I see guys like Corey always go back and talk to the guys, and Tyron goes back and talk to the guys. And but the guys are there and have to understand that it's a standard, and we preach dominance, and we expect dominance, man. And haven't been seeing it of lately, but it needs to get back to that, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you see talent when you watch them play? Do you see talent?
Yeah, I see some talent. I'll be honest with you. I made a tweet that we have to get back to recruiting and developing the kids. I mean, transfer portal is not always the answer, you know. And at the time, we had a ton of guys from Louisiana, and they got developed and they played well. And we had, like I said, we had key guys from Florida, and we get guys from Texas. Georgia as well, but the main guys were from Louisiana, and we would always see each other play and knew each other before we got to LSU, man. And so it was a mindset of just being dominant, man, and wanting to be great as a defensive unit. And I really don't see it right now. and I haven't seen it in the past. But like I say, it's just a sense of urgency that the guys need to have to represent the DBU and to represent the LSU brand of defense that is normally being played, especially in the past years.
Ja, you were on some great teams. You were on a national championship squad in '07. You saw some great defenses like that 2010 defense was
Yes,
fantastic with Drake Nevis and Patrick Peterson and those guys.
Yeah.
Can you talk specifically about the difference of mentality of LSU and kind of what made it different? Because when guys would come back in the offseason, I know that they would call the football
Leadership.
facility the jungle. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, leadership. That's what it was about. Leadership. We had guys like Craig Stokes didn't play, dude. They're going to hold you accountable. And I think that's the issue right now, that everyone doesn't hold each other accountable. And it's been times in the past where Craig Stokes, them guys going to get on you. Glenn Dorsey, they're going to hold you accountable. And they would tell the coach, if he's not ready, don't put him in. And if you're not doing your job, you're not going in the game. Jesse Daniels, them guys didn't play that. LaRon Landry, they didn't play that. Chevis Jackson did not play that, dude. Like, if you're not ready, you're not going in the game. And they're going to hold you accountable. And that was the biggest thing. Glenn Dorsey, I never forget, my first time going in the game playing was at Kentucky. That's when we lost in triple overtime. Chevis Jackson goes down and I come in the game. And them guys like, dude, Glenn Dorsey like, dude, if you're not going to handle your business and do your job, don't go in. And that was the standard. Craig Stokes, they were true leaders. And I don't think we have that leadership right now that we've had in the past. That national championship team, it was consisted of all leaders. Ali Highsmith, them guys were leaders. Kirsten Pittman, leaders. Marlon Favorite, leaders. Craig Stokes, leaders. On the offensive side, Jacob Hester, them guys were leaders. Matt Flynn, them guys were leaders. And it was a standard that the expectations were set high, and that's what we had to stick to. We had to achieve that every game. And we had leaders and we had guys who were going to hold you accountable. You had coaches that were going to hold you accountable. And that's how we were always prepared and stay a dominant unit.
Eugene, former LSU DB. What's the text groups like during the games?
I'm sorry, what you said?
What's the text groups like? The texting during the games like?
Okay, so we have a group chat. It's like guys like around my class. Like we have like Luke Sanders, Jake Cotrera, Kelvin Shepard, Perry Riley, Stephen Ridley. I know I'm missing some guys, man. I'm missing a few guys.
So wait, what's the story?
Group chat is called War Daddies, right? So, man, every LSU game we going bananas in the group chat, dude, in the group messages. We going bananas, man.
What?
And we just be honest with each other, and we express how we feel and give our opinions about the game and how is it going.
Tell me the story.
But it's crazy though, dude. It's crazy.
Tell me the story about Stephen Ridley racing Kevin Hart. What happened?
I love it, dude. I love it. Oh, he's gonna brag about that. He's still bragging about that, dude.
Needs the chest.
He was excited about it. Yeah. I said, dude, you about to get to like 500,000 followers now, bro. Since Kevin, since
put that man in a wheelchair.
He put him in a wheelchair. Somebody pulled the hammy, man.
Hey, Ja, a lot of people inside of our chat are saying it's great to see you. It's great to hear from you. It's great to hear the stories. I know and hope everything from your health standpoint's doing all good. Pulling for Junior over at Tulane, and it's great to see you, my man.
Thank you, man. Yes, man. And yes, I'm actually at Arsenal right now and at a doctor's appointment, man. So I just want to let everybody know, man, I am a dialysis patient. Looking for a kidney. If anybody's wanting to donate or can help out, that'd be great. But I'm blessed. I'm still here. Blessed that I can still see my kids grow and live. And I feel better, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel good. I'm positive about it. And I thank for all the prayers and support that people have been praying and thinking about me, man. That is awesome. Shelly Mullinex, she used to be the sports trainer at LSU, always reaches out to me and help me with anything I need and any information I need as well. So big shout out to her, man. But yeah, I've been loving it, man. The journey is different, and I love my Tigers, be honest, and I'm always be honest about it because I come from of the program where we had guys in great leadership, and Junior's doing well at Tulane, man. I'm excited to be a dad about it and just follow him as his journey goes on as well.
We have over 520 people watching this live right now, and usually hit a lot of people per day. So if there's somebody out there that sees this message, that is moved by this message, that can affect this message, that can help this message, you can contact me directly, Jordy at clickheredigital.com, and I will make sure that it gets to Eugene. It is great to see you, my man. Get healthy.
Yes, sir.
Love you, man, and we'll be in touch.
Love you, Joe, man. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you so much, dude.
Absolutely, bro. Great to hear from you. There he is, resident of DBU and proud LSU Tiger and proud former Destrehan standout, Eugene. Thanks for tuning in to our premium LSU content right here on YouTube. If you want more of it, subscribe below.